everyone, this is Michael out in Maui. Aloha. So today I wanted to talk about when you throw an upshot or an approach shot that's under 200 feet, 200, 150, 100, anything in. The slower you run up, you need to change your footwork. So when you're running up for a maximum throw, when you run up for a max throw, you're going to come out of your X-step, full speed run up. You come in, plant your foot perpendicular, torque back, power through. That is your full body, full throw for max distance. That throw isn't necessarily a pinpoint accuracy throw. It's, you just kind of get it out in the fairway, land in the middle, land on the edge. It's just a big throw. So when you start coming down to the slower part of the throw, when you're making that approach shot, you run up slower. You don't carry as much speed when you're making those last 200 foot, 150 foot throw. So when you're coming into those throws, you're standing more up. So when I come in for a maximum throw, I'm down here. But now, if I'm just gonna throw 150 feet, I'm gonna be up here. I'm not gonna be bent down. I'm not gonna have a big body lean. I'm just going to be up here, and my thought has changed. On the tee off, you pretty much just trying to rip it out there because you had the whole fairway. But now, it's like the beginning of a funnel. The tee off is the widest part of the funnel. The closer you get to the basket is the more, as it gets narrower on the funnel. So you have to be more precise the closer you get to the basket. So to get more precise with your throw, you need to calm your body down. So for calming down the body, we come in slower on the run up. We come in more vertical because now the throw has changed from utilizing my legs and my hips to make power. Now I'm only utilizing my shoulders to turn and give me the distance I need to throw. So my focus has changed, and the way I release the disc has changed. When I'm running up for those closer shots, I'm trying to put my arm and the disc right on the target. So if I'm going to throw right at the camera, I'm going to be up here, I'm going to throw right at the camera. I'm going to look at the camera, and when I come through, I'm going to concentrate on my disc. I'm not going to concentrate on my pull through because I don't need that much power. I just need my arm. We're only talking like 100, 150 feet. So I only need my arm. So I'm going to concentrate on the release of the disc on the line. So when I come in, I'm up here, it's nice and slow, and I'm just going to think of the release of the disc right there. It's going to come in, release of the disc is my thought, just the disc. The second thing you need to do, when you're doing a max throw, you run up, and this foot lands perpendicular to your throw on a max throw, because you're going to torque off your foot to make the power. But now, since you're running up so slow, you need to open your foot so it's facing down the fairway or just a little, but you want your foot open on those short little placement shots. So if you're throwing, like I said, 100 foot, 150 feet, you want your foot open so your upper body can turn through easier. If you do an approach shot with your foot on perpendicular, it makes tension through your leg, and it's going to make it harder to rotate your shoulders because you're running up so slow. You know, if I'm coming in, you know, just like pretty much just walking in, if I plant my foot, I literally can just turn and then look at it, just springs me back. I can literally spring forward and then spring back. That's just my foot, like right there. I don't want to fight that when I'm trying to just throw, you know, that little upshot. So I need to release my foot. I need it to be facing down the fairway. Now I can open my shoulders and my hips so I can place the disc. So I want to be open on that placement shot. So now when I walk in, coming in slow, my foot's going to land open, and I'm going to lean into the throw when I throw it, like that. The reason you kind of want to lean into it, because it kind of gives you, you know, that's the direction you're throwing it. So that's why it's important to pick your line, because that's where you're going to try to throw the disc. You know, like if I'm standing here and I have a disc, you know, like if I want to throw my disc right in front of me, you know, I can stand here and turn real slow and throw it in front of me is what I'm trying to do. If I choose over here, you know, the same thing. I'm just going to take my line, but I'm going to walk in, point my foot, and then I'm just going to try to throw that line with my arms. I want to just be there. You know, on this disc here, I want to just be there. Because it's so short of a throw, you know, it's not a power thing. Don't try to pull your shoulders. That's why I'm saying, change your thought to throwing the disc. If you concentrate on just throwing the disc on those short little upshots, it'll get you out of the mind of pulling your arm into the pocket. You don't want to pull it into the pocket when you're only throwing 150 feet. So when you come up, take your shot, you're more up, pick your line, walk into it, open your foot, opens your hips and shoulders. Now I'm just going to lead straight in, already open, like that. So anyways, the slower you throw, the more open your foot needs to be. Your foot only needs to be perpendicular for maximum power when you're really trying to rip it. But once you get inside, you know, that little, your touch range for, you know, 100 feet, 150 feet, everything slows down, everything changes on your feet. You know, your feet aren't used as much. So to practice it, try a couple with your foot perpendicular and you'll feel the torque in your leg, and it's stopping your upper body from wanting to make that placement shot. You know, just like right now with my leg facing this way and I turn towards the camera, I mean, I can feel it all the way coming up. I mean, this is all tight. All these muscles are now tight just from me turning like that. So it's like you say, to loosen that up, you know, just, there it goes. Now I undid all that tension just by opening my foot. So anyways, I just recommend, you know, give it a try. But you'll notice a huge difference on those approach shots if your body is open on the throw. So what I'm talking about is just, since your body is open, It'll help you be able to throw straighter. So when I come in to make my throw, so I'm up here, so when I walk in, instead of planning and throwing where I've got resistance now that wants to bring me back, I'm gonna run in with my foot open so I can come in and just throw the disc straight ahead. And because my foot's open, it's gonna allow my shoulders to open, and I'm gonna be more accurate with my throw. Since I'm only throwing 150 feet, 100 foot, 75 feet, anything shorter, you need to open up because the throw is with your shoulders. So you don't want to use any of your body to restrict that upshot. So once again, you just kind of come in, pick your line, and when you step in, point the foot in the way you want to go. So if I come in and I'll throw one with it perpendicular, and the throw is harder because as soon as that foot hit the ground, I'm going so slow that my upper body, it's like I say, it's springing me back. So it's literally making it like I'm fighting to throw the disc because it doesn't want to let my upper body open because I'm going so slow. So to practice it, just do the same thing. Just take your approach shots, take some mid-ranges, just walk up and throw with your leg perpendicular, and then, try to be accurate, hit your spot, then walk in, open your foot, and throw at that same spot. And you'll see that it's a lot easier to get your upper body turned and facing down the fairway to make that throw. So the same thing, foot's open, so it's a lot easier for my shoulders to make the throw. So anyways, I hope that will help with your upshots, your approach shots. The slower you run up, so the slower the speed on the run up, you need to open your foot facing down the fairway so your shoulders and arm can come through. So anyways, this is Michael from out in Maui. Aloha.